Hey, it's Dr. Nuesse with maybe a little bit more of an informal video here. I do these kind of informal videos from time to time. This one is about how feeling comfort, being comfortable can be an absolute killer when it comes to weight loss. Being comfortable will never lead to long-term success in a weight loss journey. That is absolutely never. So in this video, I actually want to talk about the natural cycles of democratic governments and how a parallel can be seen with them and those who oftentimes attempt to lose weight. So because of the way the modern world is set up, it must be at least mildly uncomfortable if you are going to lose weight and then for you to be able to maintain that weight loss. It's just too easy in this modern world to source high calorie food and utilize virtually no energy doing so or doing anything else if you choose to. You can choose to basically use almost no energy all day if you like, sitting in front of a computer, sitting in front of a television set, a phone, a tablet, whatever. Now, I didn't say difficult. Weight loss does not have to be difficult. We don't have to make this overly complicated, overly difficult, but there's got to be discomfort involved. But there are definitely techniques, products, etc. that can make the process much easier, but a bit of discomfort is necessary. It helps to change your behavior for the long term. And in most aspects of life, comfort breeds complacency and then eventually failure. And I'm going to direct you to a video by Academy of Ideas. I'll link it in the description below. If you're one of our clients, I feel like this is mandatory viewing, as is this video. So after you finish this video, please watch that video for a more in-depth analysis about comfort and how it can actually ruin your life. So this applies to individuals again, as well as full societies throughout time. The Romans, the ancient Greeks, and more recently Germany, Russia. So there is this life cycle of societies. It's called the Tytler cycle, named for Alexander Tytler. And he basically stated that free societies that eventually become wealthy, this wealth leads to comfort. And we can see this in the United States fairly easily as well. We're a wealthy nation, very comfortable. This comfort then leads to complacency, which basically means not wanting to continue to put in the work that ended up getting you to the place where you were comfortable. So comfort leads to complacency, which leads to dependence. You become then dependent on others. In this case, the government, unfortunately, and then that leads inevitably to bondage. And we can see this in microcosm with how a lot of people try to attempt to lose weight or get healthy. We are free to eat all that we want and have very minimum exercise throughout the day. And this is very different from thousands of years ago. We are living at a different time, and then we normalize this way of life. So we feel like this comfortable way of life where we can eat as much as we want and basically don't have to spend any energy gathering food or doing anything else, that is our new normal. And then we become complacent. And with very little motivation, we think that a pill or a shot or some other gimmick can just fix the problem. We can just take a certain product and it fixes the problem. We then become dependent on these gimmicks, which don't work anyway, and that leads us to bondage. We are stuck in our situation, and a lot of people feel like that. They try to lose weight, they just feel like they can't do it. They try this pill, that gimmick, this gimmick, all these different things, and it just isn't working, and they feel stuck, they feel in bondage. So we must be the ones to break this cycle, and feeling uncomfortable is required. It's uncomfortable when you do something outside of the norm. Strategies like leaning into the process, exploring new lifestyles, sports, exercise, getting excited about new ways of eating. All of these type of things can help. We have had to, in our system, Brand New Weight Loss, develop a screening system with our clients that they must go through before we even allow them to join one of our programs, to just make sure that they have the mindset that they are going to be ready to do this and do this for life. And even in those situations, we do not have a 100% success rate, unfortunately. You can learn more about us and even go through the screening process. I'll leave a link to that as well in the description box below. So attempting to control the diet or going to the gym, these are modern necessities to make up again for the natural loss of energy expenditure to obtain food that would simply sustain us. So in a way, we are living in an alien world. And the bottom line is there will be discomfort. You need to embrace the challenge, know that the reward will be great, and you will be the one that gets to take all of the credit. And no, discomfort, and again, in all aspects of life, does not mean happiness. And I will point to my favorite comedian, Dave Chappelle. He did a bit where he talked about Anthony Bourdain. And Anthony Bourdain did commit suicide. He did kill himself. For anybody that's not familiar with what he did, though, before, is he would travel around and interview people and try food with them. And it seemed from the outside like this wonderful, fantastic job. I mean, is it even a job to travel around and eat food with different people that are interesting and interview them and such? And Dave Chappelle talked about this and the fact that he committed suicide. So he wasn't making a joke out of the suicide. He was illustrating the point that just because he had basically everything that most people would aspire to, it didn't make him happy. So just having the most comfortable life is not the best life or most fulfilling life. So again, bottom line is that comfort for long enough becomes a new normal. And over a long enough period of time, this actually becomes pain. We actually feel that this is painful because it's now normal, and we continuously seek out a higher level of comfort, and this is known as comfort creep. And this can be seen as one of the reasons why people try to keep up with the Joneses or potentially cheat on a partner when they have an otherwise seemingly healthy relationship, etc. Now, of course, human beings are by nature curious and ambitious beings. And if we weren't, we wouldn't have cars and cell phones and hospitals, etc. But again, these advancements have put our primitive bodies in now an alien world. So it is essential then in weight loss, and in my opinion, in every aspect of life, to restrict comfort to some degree. Again, it must be a bit uncomfortable. It helps to change your behavior. It gives you a reward at the end and a sense of accomplishment. All right, I hope that was helpful. Sheds a little bit of insight about the philosophy of how we attack weight loss with our clients. Until next time, everybody, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll catch everyone in the next video.